All right, can everyone see the slides? Good. Okay, so this will be our first info session for JASC76, and we'll just be go over some general basic information about JASC and also JASC76. And after that, you will have the chance to ask us questions. So today we have me, Stella. I'm in charge of recruitment to present the session, and we have Yuki with us, who is the vice president, and we also have Kai, who is currently in Japan right now. She is the president of JASC76 for the AEC, and we have Kristin, who is IIC intern with us, which is pretty special. So if Kristin wants to introduce herself a little bit more during the session, she can also do that, and then you'll get the chance to meet her. Okay. So welcome to JASC76. For JASC, it's founded in 1934, and it was initiated by university students concerned by the breakdown of the bilateral relations prior to the World War II. And this year will be JASC75, and then next year will be JASC76. And the special thing about JASC is it is completely student run, and then but also facilitated by IIC, which is the International Student Conference. That's why we have Kristin as the IIC intern. And for JASC, we bring together equal number of Japanese and American college students to participate in academic discussions and also some activities both in Japan and in America. But for JASC76, we will be in the US. And just going to introduce a little bit about our team. So we have our chair, who is here with us today, the vice chair, Yuki. We also have our treasurer, Will, and I'm in charge of recruitment. And we also have Mana, who is in charge of publicity and tech. So if you follow JASC76, the Instagram and also or LinkedIn, that's all done by Mana. And if you haven't followed our Instagram, please follow. And you can also follow the ISC Instagram also. So we all participated in JASC75 this past summer, and we were elected by our peers from the delegation. And we're currently working with the Japanese side, the Japanese Executive Committee, which we always call JEC, together to plan for the conference for you guys. And we also hold roundtables during the main conference. And this year we have a very special guest with us, who's the JASC intern, Kristin. So the International Student Conference is a nonprofit organization, and they are based in Washington, D.C. And we have JASC, which is Japan America Student Conference. We also have Korea American Student Conference, China America Student Conference, which are all run by the ISC. And Kristin had her camera off. I'm not sure if she wants to say anything about IC or like just past experience. Kristin?
Yes, so I have been doing JASC since JASC 74, where I came in as a delegate. I did JASC 75 as an American Executive Committee member, and now I'm doing JASC 76 as the intern for ISC. All I pretty much do is help advise the ECs with all of my past experience and hopefully help them overcome a lot of the previous situations that I've seen happen. I hope you guys all have a great time if you decide to apply for this conference.
Yep, that is Kristin. And so the theme for JASC76 is visions, perspectives reflected from the past, together understanding, contributions for the future, And we also have the Japanese theme here, if you can read Japanese. And most importantly, for the date of the main conference. So for the main conference, it's going to be August 3rd to August 24th, 2024. And August 24th is a travel day. So the program will probably end August 23rd. And then for the 24th, it's when we all travel to wherever you need to travel to. And then for the American delegation, we do have a mandatory American orientation starting from August 1st, which will most likely be the first city that we are going to visit, which will going to be in LA. And so during American orientation, basically you're just going to meet the other delegates from all over US, and we're going to have icebreakers and then fun activities to get to know each other and before we meet the Japanese side. And so for JASC76, we have 7 roundtables, 3 cities, and 72 Japanese and American delegates. The 7 roundtables, which we're going to introduce later, and 3 cities, it's also going to be introduced later. So for the Japanese and American delegates, throughout these 3 weeks, we are going to live together, study together, work together, and also travel together as a whole group. So during the conference, personally, during JASC75, I felt like we are actually working as a team, even though we all have our different roundtables. But as a whole, you do feel like a team, and then you do get to meet new people from both countries. So for roundtables, you will also see these 7 roundtables when you apply. You will be asked to select a few roundtables that you wanted to be in, and also some roundtables that you don't want to be placed in. So this year we have welfare and ethics, Japan-US relations in East Asia, social movements and human behaviors, social entrepreneurship, culture, arts, and technology, we call it CAT, expression and limitation, environmental economics and energy policy, the 3EP. So if you want to know a little bit about each RT, we do have RT description and the leaders of each RT posted on our Instagram account. So you can go to the Instagram account and check that out. And for the sites, we are going to travel to 3 cities for JASC76. We're first going to start in Los Angeles, and then we're going to travel to New Orleans, and then we're going to finish off in Washington, D.C. So this year, I guess for JASC76, it will be the 90th anniversary of JASC. So we will have a special event in Washington, D.C. With JASC alumni to celebrate, and then that will be one of the chances that you can get to network with people who have participated in JASC before, and just chat about your experience and maybe your future plan. Yeah. And some of the pictures from previous programming. So this one, can you guys see my cursor? Okay. So this one, it's JASC75. This is during American orientation. We went to Little Tokyo in Los Angeles, and this is our group picture. Yeah. And these are all pictures from JASC74. So this, I think it's the embassy. Correct me if I'm wrong. So visiting the embassy is kind of like a tradition of JASC and student conference of ISC. So we will be visiting embassy in Washington, D.C. most likely, and networking events, and also traditional Vula Senke the tea ceremony experience during the main conference. And also, aside from the programming, we will also have free time to explore the city yourself. Like you can form groups with American delegates and or like Japanese delegates, and then you guys can go on field trips together. And you also will be having RT field trips with your RT to different locations. And a little bit about the application materials required for applying for JASC76. So there is an application form, and you will be entering some of your basic information. For example, like your name, your school, your major, that kind of thing. And you will be writing 3 short essays, which is short essays. So don't be too stressed about that. There is maximum word limit, but there's no minimum. So you don't have to stress too much about that. Just write what you think will represent yourself, and yeah, just feel free to write whatever you feel like to write. And we do require a transcript, and unofficial transcript is also fine. A resume and verification of enrollment. And if you have any additional material, for example, recommendation letters, you can also submit that on file, which we do have a place for you to submit it. And if, for example, if you have any difficulties in like uploading transcript, resume, or verification of enrollment, do let us know. Email me so that we can figure something out. You can directly send it to me or through other forms. And we do appreciate you come to our first info session today. So we will have a code for you to waive the application fee at the end. So here is a discount code if you want to copy that and then waive the $20 application fee. And for the total fee for the main conference, for JASC76, the participation fee is $3,000, and this fee do cover flights and ground transportation during the conference, together with accommodation, food, and programming. But you do need to bring extra money for like personal expenses. For example, if you want to buy some souvenirs or you want to go to like some restaurants on your own. So the amount is not set depending on your personal interests. So you can bring whatever, like how much you want. And if you have any financial concerns, the ISC do have scholarship for you. The ISC will sponsor the full participation fee for one delegate each year. And we'll have more details in January or February. And if you, we also have, I think in JASC75, we also have delegates that were sponsored by their school. So their school paid for the full participation fee so that they can attend the conference. And ISC also have other scholarships suggestions for delegates to attend JASC that they can apply on their own. And yeah, so this is all we have for the presentation today. And here is the link for the application if you don't have it now. And let me go back to the previous page just in case someone needs to copy down the code. And then here's the code and also the social media. If you haven't followed our social media, please follow. We will post updates on our social media so you can stay up to date. And we also have a link tree if you want to have more information. And for now, if you have any questions, you can ask directly, or you can also just put it in the chat if you don't feel like talking. Yeah, you can put our website in the chat. Okay, good question. So the question is, do you have to be an undergraduate student or can you be a graduate student? You can be a graduate student as long as you are a student. Um, so if you're a graduate student, you can apply and we'll treat you the same. It doesn't really make a difference. We do have graduate students in, I think, in JASC75, and also people who just graduated from undergrad and then going to grad school. Yep, no problem. Right, also just to let you guys know, so we Yuki, Kursin, Kai, and me, we've all been through this same process as you guys. So, and we were in JASC75. So if you have any like questions about that, you can also ask us. Yeah, we were one of you guys before. So yeah, no problem. Thank you for attending our information session. I will put my email in the chat so that if you have questions in the future while you're applying, you can like feel free to send an email to me, and we can figure something out. And my email will also be in the emails that we send out. I don't know if, like where you hear about JASC, but if you hear from like your school department, then my email is also in that email, and also um, um, I think the poster for JASC76, but I'll put my email here. Well, so the question is, will we already be in dorms during orientation? Yes, we will be having accommodation for you guys during orientation. Right now we haven't set the actual accommodation yet, so it will be, but most likely it will be in a university dorm. And that fee is covered in the participation fee that you pay. And just a note too for accommodation. Uh, During the main conference, you will be roomed with the Japanese side, so you won't. So it will be like mixed roommates. You will have like Japanese students and also American students rooming together. So you will get to have more conversations with the other side. Yes. So the question is, I am an international student from Japan and currently studying in a US college. Can I still apply as an American delegate? Um, the answer is yes. And one of our AUC, Mana, it's also an international student, and I am also an international student, and I think Kai is also an international student. So you don't have to be American to apply, and as long as you are enrolled in a US college. And also, we don't require any previous knowledge of Japanese or like Asian studies or Japanese studies. So you don't have to worry about that. Okay, the question is, what would a typical daily stick schedule look like during JASC? It really depends because we have days that we are on program. So we're going to, for example, we're going to Ulasenke or we're going to the embassy. And we have days that are free. So you don't have any programming set for you. So you can plan the day for yourself. And we also have travel day. So it really depends on what day it is. But we will be sending out the schedules from like past JASC for potential delegates in the future, so that you guys can have a reference what JASC activities look like and what like the conference does look like.
Also, we'll have a lot of RT discussions as well.
Yes. So I guess I can talk a little bit about like the structure of like the RT thing and how that will look like throughout the conference. So you'll be assigned an RT, and then that RT will meet regularly to so that you guys can have like a final product for site forums, which we are going to have for each site. But since we are having a shorter conference for JASC76, we're only going to have 2 site forums where you will present as an RT of whatever you get, or like your I guess it's like your reflections from JASC programming. So you'll have a lot of meeting times with your RT members and your RT leaders. You have a lot of discussions, but JASC, it's not just limited to RT. So you will have a chance to interact with other people that are not in your RT, which I find really interesting during JASC75. So I hope we can also have a lot of opportunities for JASC76 delegates to meet each other.
I have a question.
Yes, Corslin?
How many people are in each RT on each side?
There will be 4 delegates in each side in each RT. So in total, plus for each RT plus the Japanese side, there will be 8 delegates and 2 RT leaders. Does that answer your question, Chrislyn?
Yes, I am now more knowledgeable about RTs.
Oh, and just like just letting you guys know, Chrislyn was my RT leader for JASC75. So we are pretty close.
I've never seen this person in my life.
And just a side note on the scholarships from the universities. We know that some schools do have scholarships for JASC. For example, Berkeley has one, and some other universities have. So if you do have financial concerns, reach out to your universities and then see if you can get some help there. If not, reach out to ISC, which will give you more like opportunities for covering the cost of the main conference. And do we have any final questions? If not, we'll just end the information session now. But if you do want to chat with us individually, we'll stay in the room for a little bit and then we are willing to chat with you. But if you don't, have a wonderful evening if you are on the East Coast and on the West Coast, and have a nice day at wherever you are. Thank you for coming.